Hey Clashers, with the latest balance changes, we had quite a big buff to the life gem. Because if you're running that equipment, your healers are no longer a one-shot anymore from the black mines. You have heard that right. Healers are now going to survive a black mine. That sounds crazy, and Mighty Mike, that's by the way the player who as well came up with using the minion prints in ground attacks like smash attacks for example, but he came up with a really cool strategy and used that in his esports tournament matches. And that's this one right here. And he was able to swag multiple spells in esports tournament matches with running a mass thrower healer composition, completely crushing the base. So this is why we're going to highlight this strategy today. I will walk you through how you can use it, and obviously a huge shout out goes to him for sharing this army with me. Without further delay, let's jump into the attacks, because this attack, the first time I saw it, I was like, nope, that is a troll. Never ever this is going to work. Take a look at this. But before we're diving into the live legend attacks, I want to show you the basics of this attack strategy with a replay, because that's way easier for me to explain everything and make sure that you're understanding how to actually use this strategy. Because the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start the warden somewhere where he can start to create the pathing. But this is now where it's going to become a little bit weird, which I firstly did not understand. And this is, you're trying to mimic what the fireball would get with the Royal Champion charge. So what you're pretty much doing, you're sending your warden in somewhere in that base and then playing a Royal Champion charge right next to it. In our instance, right here. You want to wait for your Royal Champion to deploy that until like there's a 0 at the end on the timer at the top, because then you can use the classic Royal Champion charge timings, which means you use the first invis as the second count is going from like 47 to 46 and repeat that process. So with that, you do need to count. But like here, we kind of replace the fireball for a pathing with pretty much just the Royal Champion charge. Yes, that's kind of heavy investment on the spell side, because we're using Invis, we're using a recall. I know, that sounds crazy, and the first when I saw this was like, that's way too big of an investment. Why are you doing that? The thing though, with throwers, they do not need any support pretty much. And we're running a double jump, so they will get access to everything anyways. So, what is next is, as soon as the warden has, with the Royal Champion charge, created that pathing, you're just adding the throwers, and they seem to be just unkillable. First off, Mighty Mike had 5 healers, but he said even though the healer efficiency is going down as you're adding more healers, and the 6th healer only is having 40% healing power, it still is good enough, because especially versus raid tower bases, you can keep your hero, like your throwers, alive a little bit better. And he does not need any other support. Well, this is why he's running it with exactly this army composition. For us right here, the jump spell was not really used that perfectly, let's be honest. So that's why instead I even have to use another jump to get into the base and make sure that we have the pathing in there. But otherwise, you use just the queen and the king on the outside for funneling, and use the druids to support the queen as soon as you pop her abilities to keep those clones alive, and maybe even support the giant. With this now, you can see the throwers are there for the DPS, the heroes are there to control them, and then whenever you feel like, oh, there might be time issues, then just send the Royal Champ from the opposite side, already start cleanup and everything. But this is kind of how this entire strategy works. And obviously it works even better versus classic compartment bases, because then you can control your throwers a little bit better. But even those isolated bases where you have defenses out of reach for the regular troops, this is where throwers are actually really good at as well, because they can reach defenses which normally are out of reach for things like the meteor golems, or example the archer queen. So this is a huge benefit. On this one, you can see we have plenty of throwers alive here. We have throwers alive over there. We have the Royal Champion crushing and going through. We have even invis spells left. The warden ability with this one, because we're using the double gem, is only getting a couple of hit points back. But that's pretty much the entire army. And as I said, the first time I saw this, I was like, no, you were lucky. Buddy, you were lucky with your attack. Well, I did it in Legends, and I tried it out, and I have to say, it is actually really good as long as you can find the right entry. As well, it is not an easy strategy to do, because as I said, you need to get that timing right between the Warden and the Royal Champion charge. That is quite important. But if you're able to learn that and get those entries correct, The back end works like a charm. Those throwers are literally unkillable, it feels like. They're not going down. And yeah, well, let's just do some live attacks and I will show you exactly what I mean. Let's give it a try. Okay, now let's see if we can somehow turn everything which we have just learned into a nice 3-star. So we have the first attack right here. How can we do this? So I would say we're going for a quick funnel and then... Where's the bomb pipe? Okay, the bomb pipe is right there. How do we do this? I think I have an idea. So what we're going to do, Warden right here at the 50-second mark. We're going to start with the Roy Champion. 50-second, right now. I think we should be, with this angle, we should not really interact with the bomb hive too much, which is pretty much what I'm trying to go for. Yes, so this angle should be fine. And obviously no one is defending a Royal Champion charge, so that's great for us. Now the next invis, just like that. We even lure out the clan cast, which is great for us. So that's nice. Poison. Another invis. I'm not sure if we need anything more, just like that. Perfect. Now the recall. The warden is fine as well. We're creating the cut. We're creating the funnel. Everything is good. So that's a really good position to be in. We have the client cuts already taken care of as well, which is an even better position to be in, to be honest. And then we can now just get started, right? So as soon as the client cast is gone, it cannot lure us to the wrong direction. Let's get things started. Let's get things rolling. Just like that. Now we have the queen up here. I want to delay the king to make sure that, well, we do not waste that. Like, we do not have the king walking the wrong direction. That's then good for us, hopefully. And use the king now, I think. Another test loon. Oh, hopefully the throwers are coming back in. That would be great. We do not need the druids just yet. Throwers are coming. Yes, they're coming back in. Let's use the first jump. Let's use that freeze for the core. That would be great. And this looks so far pretty good. Not gonna lie. I could have used the jump so the queen could get into the next compartment as well. That would have been great. Let's use the freeze right here. Oh, queen is coming in here. Okay, that's nice. So let's use those druids. Let's pop that. We can use the next jump as well, just like that. Roy Champion. From down here, maybe, that might be a good angle to come in from and to support. The druids in the core are looking great as well. I think so. Right? Roy Champion ability right now. We have still an invisibility spell left to support whatever and wherever we have to. The druids on the outside are... I'm not sure what my throwers are doing there. What exactly are they doing there? Can someone explain, please? Hello? What are they doing? Why are they going for the wall? I don't really know. I don't understand. But it should be fine. Let's just invis this. We have a little bit of extra safety. Town Hall is going down. We have another wizard, which we could use... Not just yet. Maybe now. Maybe now. I think right here. The king should get... Oh, the warden is actually positioning right in the middle. So he's raging up everything. And that should be it. The warden is as well on there. The storage is going down as a triple. Let's go. And that's even versus double rage base. Like, obviously, without an internal tome and without any rages on our own, you would say this is never going to work. But those throwers with the life gem, they're just so tanky. And those healers, the 6 healers, they just don't die. You need 2 black mines for every single healer. That's kind of crazy if you ask me. And then you have even reinforcement throwers from the clan castles. So that has worked out great. Let's keep going and see if we can repeat that performance. Okay, where do we create the cut right now? Again, double check. Okay, this guy doesn't really have it as upgraded, which is good for us. Like, remember, this bomb hive is a big counter to your Royal Champion charge, so you have to be careful. But still, how do we approach this? How do we create that cut? I think what we could do, yeah, let's just go for that. Let's just get the clan cast out nice and early. What is in... Oh, there's a furnace. That's fine. And now we use the Royal Champion up here at 50 seconds again. Right now. So we kind of create that funnel, that cut. Invis right now. That's good. That's... Please, no. Please don't chase those. Thank you. Keep going, keep going. That's... Oh, tornado trap, but that's fine. It's fine. Some archers up there. Oh, I think I messed up. I think I messed up the timing right there. But hey, it's okay. Let's use another invis. And then we recall just like that. We got the funnel, we got the cut. Okay, at the top side right now, though, things are taking a little bit longer. Oh my goodness. But I think, no, wait, we can reach everything. We're fine. We are completely fine here. So like that. Then we're walking down here. We're jumping in. We can use the king and as well the queen to create that pathing which we need. That's good for us. Yep, those throwers can actually reach there. So we can use the... I think the jump should work like that, right? That should be no issue. King, right now at least, is not needing any support whatsoever. That's good. Let's use the king ability just to be extra quick with the funnel. The two droids here as well. Oh, there's a counter, whatever, Tesla, whatever you want to name it. But it's okay. Roy Champ, we still have that as well, which we could use for the outside. Let's just do that. Throwers are splitting a little bit. Let's freeze this here. That's good, I believe. That's good. We can freeze again in just a second. But hey, we're just moving slowly in. The Giants are tanking as well. Roy Champion is... I mean, again, she kind of lost that ability early on, which is not great. Not gonna lie. That's not good whatsoever for us. But hey. Come on. Some throwers are still there. We have the Giants tanking everything. We have this... Yep, perfect. Archer on the back end. Another question is, 50-something seconds, is that enough? We have those throwers working at the bottom side. I'm not sure. Isn't Invisible Wizard enough to take down a Troll Tesla? I'm not sure. Let's just use the Wizard down here instead and make sure that we have something working on our favor. But take a look at that. Those throwers, they just do not go down. It is incredible. Like, what is this? You need spring traps to take them out. Like, this is, I guess, the biggest counter, spring traps. But you have so many of them. You bring 12 of them on your own. And then on top of that, you have even 2 reinforcement ones on, like, in your troop launcher. I'm not sure why Mighty Mike did it, but hey, he's the crazy madman behind this army. But this just looks insane, no? I mean, it's just crazy. It's just so crazy. And out of this, even though we have lost the Royal ability way too early, because I'm not a Royal Charge player. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not used to that strategy whatsoever. So, yeah, I mean, a huge shout out to Mighty Mike for coming up with this. I think this is really insane. As I said earlier, he has used this already a few times in pro matches, like in esports mode, and has crushed bases. As soon as you're getting used to and how you approach those bases, oh my! I mean, this is fun. This is fun and it's different. And I think no one really came up with like so many throwers. Like usually you have like 4, maybe up to 8. That's already the crazy amount. But this is up to 14 of them. But yeah, as I said, give it a try on your own. The strategy link is going to be down in the description of the video. And as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you guys back tomorrow with the next Clash video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.